So starting up at File, I open from the menu the images I've already saved and choose the image I want, which is mine. Then I go to Exposure just to brighten up this image a little. That's on the Quick Fix menu. Then I go back up to Guided and find the special edits there, because I want to replace the background, and choose Auto and draw a box around my face. You can see the marching ant selects the face. And I'm going to choose the colour I want the background to be. And this is white, and it's set to 0%. You can see it takes away all of the background. I'm just going to centre the face a little bit. That's it. Now I just need to refine the edges around the back of my hair using the Subtract with a reasonable sized brush. Just going to paint that area out a little bit and tidy up the hairline. And then make the brush slightly smaller. Just, a bit smaller, just to go around the neck and around the hairline. And when I'm happy, just pick a even smaller brush size, tidy around just where my jump was. Then when I'm happy with all of that, just going to tidy up that little bit there. And when I'm happy, I can click Next and Done. I'm just going to go back to the feature backgrounds and click and drag. Once again, the marching ants will select around the face. And then I'm going to scroll down to choose the colour. This time it will be black. Make sure it's 0%. And there's my finished silhouette. Now I've noticed a few bits which just need tidying up around that neckline. Just want to make sure it's perfect. So I'm just going to finish tidying up that little bit and then click Next. I want to go back to Guided, Basics, and choose the crop tool. I'm going to set it to 8x10 as that's how I want to print it. Just going to drag the box around and make sure it's centered on my face. Then click the tick. And I'm done. The image is ready for saving. Now I'm going to repeat those actions for my second image. I'm going to choose File, Open, find the next image of my son, go to Guided, Special Edits, and then select Auto to draw a box around his head. And then you should see the marching ants hopefully appear. That's it, all around his head and neck. It's pretty good, so I'm just going to scroll down, choose the colour which is white, make sure the settings are 100%, and click OK. Yep, I'm really happy with that, so it doesn't need to be refined. I'm just going to hit Next and Done. Go back to the replace the background using the Quick Select tool. I'm just going to drag all around the white. Yep, choose, oh, my map's being a bit slow. Choose the colour, which is black. Make sure the settings are all fine. Refine edge brush just to subtract a little. Tidy up around the neckline. And then when I'm happy with that, click done, go back to guided, basics, crop. I want all my images to be the same, 8 by 10. Just make sure that the white is equal all the way around the image, so it's centered on the page, and then I can check done. And I can save my image. So now you can see I'm just going to go through the third image, which is of my daughter, exactly the same as the previous two. I've sped this one up so you can see that I've followed all the same steps exactly the same way. Now we're on to the last image, which is of my husband. I'm just going to do it exactly the same way as before. Special edits, replace the background. Now when I used auto, it didn't quite work, I think because of his t-shirt, so I'm just using a slightly different way to select around the head using the quick one there. And then the refine tool, subtract from the selection and just painting red in, just to make my own neckline really. This tidies up neckline, because the auto didn't quite work. I've created a really nice smooth line, which I'm happier with. So then I can scroll down, choose background colour to white, happy with the settings, choose next, done. I'm going to go back to replace background, just select the quick tool there to go around the head. Select the colour I want, which is black, double check the settings, and we're done. Now I'm just going to go back to the basics there, just to crop the image to the size 10 by 8. It's a bit close to the nose, so I'm just going to shift it a little bit there. So I'm happy with the amount of white all the way around. Oh, that's it, just keep playing around till you're happy with it. And then you can finish off and save it with all the other images. So now I have all my 4 images ready. Now you can see my 4 images thanks to Photoshop Elements 18. Now when I hang the finished silhouette wall up, I want the images facing each other. Well, I want the picture of me and my son facing my husband and my daughter. I'm just going to select the image of me and my son, drag them down to Photoshop, and then choose Expert, Image, Rotate and Flip Horizontal. That's it, and save the image. And then do the same to the other image. Now these are the only 2 edits I need to do in expert mode, and they are super quick. Now I'm going to print all 4 of my images, so I'm going to select all 4 in the Finder and drop them on Photoshop Elements 18. You can see them appear in the photo bin. I'm just going to hold Shift and click on all 4, then choose Create, photo print, local printer, choose my own printer there. So I'm going to make sure it's set to A4, set the print size to actual size, and I can print them. I'm all ready to mount them and display them.